Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking Portland Trail Blazers. I am extremely big on this basketball team. Very big on this basketball team. And I saw actually a tweet where Portland, so I think currently, or this was a couple of days ago, where they had like the sixth worst record in the NBA, and they skyrocketed 4 picks to get to the number 2 pick and took Jabari Smith. Keep in mind, they also have the Pelicans' first-round pick, so Portland, like, there's mock drafts. Portland will have, like, the 8th and 10th pick, 9th and 11th picks. Like, Portland has a lot of things going for them, but it made me realize something. When I saw Jabari Smith's name at number 2 going to Portland, Portland skyrocketing up in the draft, I realized something. And it made me realize how similar Portland kind of is to the Toronto Raptors. Last season, Toronto played in Tampa Bay, and they sucked the entire season. They won like 27 games, which is how many Portland has right now and probably will finish the season with. They were going to have a good pick, but they got a little lucky in the lottery and had the 4th pick and took Scottie Barnes. And looking back in retrospect, it's like, don't let the Blazers get the 4th pick and take Scottie Barnes. Don't give the Raptors Scottie Barnes. Same thing goes with Kuminga at 7. Like, Jonathan Kuminga's available at number 7. Don't let the Warriors pick him. He's going to be a stud, and that's exactly what he's going to be. I see the same thing with Portland, because right now, here's the way Portland's season's gone. It was injury city all season. Keep in mind the first handful of months just around the league in general, it was COVID. And it's just a ton of COVID. Ton of injuries and a ton of COVID. So this season, in general, around the entire league has been chaotic. It's been super chaotic. Well, Portland trades away a couple of players. You trade away Powell, you trade away CJ, and people, when they did that, they're like, all right, they're rebuilding. Portland fans are like, hold on, that's not what we're doing one bit. First off, we got an absolute steal in Keon Johnson from the Clippers. Keon Johnson was an absolute steal. You already have young talent. You already have guys like Greg Brown. But then you're also finding more steals. Like Eubanks has been huge since they acquired him. He has been actually unbelievable for this basketball team. Eubanks has been phenomenal for him. Last night, another solid game, 13 and 13. He's been doing that since Nurkic has been done. You have guys like Williams, Watford. Watford ever since he was given an opportunity was 16, 5 and 4 or something like that. So you have all this young talent. Well, they've pretty much just shut down anybody with any type of injury, right? Damian Lillard, surgery. So once Dame got hurt, season was over. When your best player gets hurt, unless you're the Memphis Grizzlies this season, your team's gonna suffer. You're just gonna suffer. If your superstar player is injured, you're gonna suffer. Unless, I guess, you're the Memphis Grizzlies. Nurkic, shut down. Simons, shut down. Josh Hart, who dropped 40 and Josh Hart averaging 18 points per game in his time in Portland before they shut him down. There's so much talent that no one is recognizing right now because everyone thinks they're just rebuilding and that this is their team. No. No. They have rested every star they have. Justice Winslow, been huge for him this season. Absolutely huge for him this season. When he was acquired, it was another damn, you're letting Portland get all these guys. Most of the guys, the Clippers gave up, or whoever Portland acquired at the deadline, most of the guys, pretty much all the guys, were young players who just haven't really been given an opportunity because they're on contending teams with deep rosters. And so I look at Portland and I'm like, all right, you have a crazy 1-2 punch duo in Simons and Dame. You have got your big men. You've got your, guys like Winslow, that there's just a lot of hype regarding these guys and the way they've been playing. Eubanks, Watford. And then there's rumors like Jeremy Grant coming to Portland. Now, I don't think Jeremy Grant is a number 1 option. I don't think Jeremy Grant's a number 2 option. Jeremy Grant is probably more like a number 3 option, but this is a 20-point-per-game scorer, and I saw in my video, my last Trailblazers video, I made a video talking about Jeremy Grant, and there were so many Pistons fans who are like, you guys don't want him, he sucks, he's empty stats. Well, if he goes to Portland, he doesn't have to put up 25 points a night. Not have to, I'm not trying to diss the Pistons here. What I'm saying is you have Dame, you have Simons, you have other players where Jeremy Grant could literally just be the number 3rd option, give you 20 a night as your 3rd option, and you're sitting pretty. I mean, he can play defense. It's not like he's a complete bum on defense. He's not going to be a lockdown superstar stud, all-NBA defensive team Jeremy Grant. That's not going to happen. But he is more than serviceable. More than serviceable. So you have that. Not necessarily Jeremy Grant, but you have the notion, you have this idea that most likely Portland is going to make some moves in the offseason, whether it's, trading away some of your more experienced players, or whether it's trading away some of the guys, guys like Greg Brown, Keon Johnson. I don't think either of those will get traded, but, it's just food for thought, more options to have, deeper roster. Ben McLemore, Chris Dunn, these guys are playing themselves into contracts. They already have. They're playing themselves into contracts. They're playing themselves into rotations. They're getting their value up, whether it's for trade, whether it's for just getting minutes next season. And then you have 2 first-round picks, and your first-round pick, since you're 27 and 51, and I can't tell you the last time the Trailblazers won a basketball game. It was at least 2.5 weeks ago. That's how you rebuild. And it's not even a rebuild. That's how you retool. This is what Toronto noticed right away last season. This is what good teams who are having injury-riddled seasons, that's what they pick up on early. All right? Can we win the NBA Finals? Probably not. Pretty much no. 1% chance you win the NBA Finals the way things are going. All right. Would it make much sense for us to get into the playoffs? Well, it would make a little bit of sense to maybe, try and get a lot of these younger players just playoff type of experience. But is it worth trying desperately to win games, risking injuries to guys like Nurkic, Simons, et cetera, or just tank for the remainder of the season, retool the lineup in the free agency and have a top 5 pick, and then probably have another top 10 pick, maybe even use those top 5 or those 2 top 10 picks to either trade for an established star or head up in the draft for a guy like Jabari Smith. If you let Jabari go to Portland Trailblazers, well, they're going to be really talented next season. They're going to be really talented next season regardless. So Portland, I think, actually had the longest playoff streak. Don't quote me on that, but if they didn't have the longest active playoff streak, they had a very long active playoff streak. So that's it for today, man. If you guys want more Trailblazers videos, just let me know down below in the comment section. The Blazers videos that I've made recently, they do super well. Like, not necessarily view-wise, but Blazers fans, you guys interact with these like crazy. You guys show a lot of love. You hit that like button, you drop a comment, you hit that subscribe button. So I really appreciate you guys. And if this video does well again, we'll probably just keep grinding out Blazers content, because they are a very enticing, one of the most intriguing, if not the most intriguing team in the NBA. Peace.